What's happening? It's Darian Great, I'm out to the South, and before I get started on this video, I want y'all to do me a favor and pause it. Go to my description and click the link for Puffington Clothing. Now, being raised in Texas for pretty much my whole life, if you'd have told me going into college, I'd have met these 3 dudes from Minnesota who's gonna be clean, have this hard clothing line, I would have said you was lying. But I can't make it up, and this happened. I'm sporting my brothers right now. This one they first ever drops, Puffington, this freshman year. And look, the content just kept coming. Words cannot suffice, so your eyes gotta do. Click on the link and go look at it. And when y'all come back, I'm gonna have some more for y'all. All right, now that y'all back, Darian Great, I'm out to the South. Welcome to Point Blank, period. And I've been looking at these ESPN articles, and they just dropped one about future power rankings. And I'm not gonna be a crybaby Saints fan, because the Saints are high, but they had something that had me all the way messed up. And that's that the Saints are the 23rd best drafting team in the NFL? We're gonna talk about this. Point blank, period.
You can sleep when you die. Point blank, period.
And you know this, man.
All right, now I believe that the Saints are one of the best drafting teams in the NFL. And if you're going over the last 4 or 5 years, I'm not counting this draft because we have not seen these guys. But if we're going over the last 4 years, I think it's an atrocity to try to label them as a 23rd best. And I told myself I wasn't gonna get heated right away, but damn it, that's how I'm feeling right now. 23rd? Let me run off a little bit of the names that the Saints have picked up. The 2017 draft class alone is iconic. In my opinion, it is the best draft class since the 2006 Saints draft class. That's the one that had Reggie Bush. That was like the Kickstarter for the Saints' whole run. And then this 2017 draft was the Kickstarter for the next push. Alvin Kamara, Marshawn Lattimore, Ryan Ramczyk, Marcus Williams, Alex Anzalone, Trey Hendrickson. Now, while you may not be too familiar with them last 2 names, if you're a Saints fan, you know that Hendrickson is a good rotational piece. And you know Anzalone is hell when he well, but he just ain't well too often. That's 2017, that's 1 year. They came back Marcus Davenport. The year after that, Eric McCoy, one of the better centers, and not even so just one of the better centers, but he's definitely on the rise. I don't want to put too much sauce on it. I don't want to seem like a homer. But the guy is on the rise. He's talented. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, a.k.a. the law firm. I'm also going to have my link in the bio for that video. So click both links. I hope y'all already clicked Puffington. But y'all go and click that link too when this is over. I talked about it. I talked about how skilled he was. And everything I said came true. It's like you have 4 guys in that first draft in 2017. You have 1 guy in Marcus Davenport. The rest of the draft ain't the strongest, but Marcus Davenport is a quality player. Once again, injuries hold him back, but he gets a lot of pressure. He gets after the quarterback. And then if you want to go into Eric McCoy, who stepped up well, replacing Max Unger, maybe sliding into guard this year, but projects to be a pretty good guard as well. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is exceptional in the slot coverage. And we going back 4 years, I didn't even go to 2016. You got Von Bell in that draft. All right, cool. He was a great piece for this team. I really enjoyed watching him play. You got David Onyemata. You got Sheldon Rankins holding down that defensive line that was part of the front 7 that has not given up a 100-yard rusher in a whole 2 seasons. And then not to mention the crown jewel of it all, Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas. We drafted Michael Thomas in the last 4 years. That's Thomas, Kamara, Marshawn Lattimore, Ramczyk, who I personally feel are unquestionably top 5 at their positions. Ramczyk, you can argue if he's a top 5 tackle, but he is a top 5 right tackle in my opinion. And some people will say Marcus Williams is a top 5 free safety. How in the hell do you have 5 top 5 players at their position? Yeah, you gonna tell me that the Saints are the 23rd best drafting team in the NFL? You move around. Like, you cannot be serious. And I try not to be too agitated by these type of things, but I just feel like, come on. Like, I'm trying not to be that crybaby Saints fan, but it's irritating, it's bothersome. And yes, I feel strongly about some other teams as well. And I'm going to do a 4-part series. So I'm going to talk about 1 part from each of these teams in the divisions rankings. So y'all just keep watching out. But if you're trying to tell me that the Saints are the 23rd best drafting team in the NFL, you tripping. Point blank, period.